In 2015, I made the decision to quit working for large corporations, running sales teams, and set out on my own in a sales training consulting business. I'd been managing large sales teams, hundreds or more, for big corporations like in the telecommunications industry, Siemens and Nokia and Motorola, in the oil and gas industry, Halliburton and Schlumberger, and in facility services, Spotless. And I'd had enough of large corporations. I wanted to try something on my own. And specifically, I wanted to see if I could solve a problem that had been bugging me throughout my entire 20 years as a sales manager. And that was how to get my salespeople saying the right thing, how to get them not going so technical and talking about our products and services too early, and how to get them to make a natural, easy, human conversation instead of sounding like a cheesy salesperson. So that's what I wanted to do. That was my plan. I had a couple of business colleagues and we started teaching Australian companies mainly and their sales teams. And after about 18 months, we had quite a few clients and we were doing what I thought was pretty good work. And I was teaching a combination of storytelling because I'd always been telling stories in my sales career, and questioning and listening techniques from some of the many books that you see over my shoulder here. And after about 18 months, I decided to take a list of all the people that we'd trained and ring them up and ask them to find out what they remembered, specifically what they remembered from what we taught. They were all very happy to talk with me and they all raved about how great the training was. But when I asked them specific questions about things we had taught, they didn't remember anything. In fact, I even remember a couple of them saying, "Oh, it was great how you taught me this thing," and it was something I hadn't taught them. But many of them told me back almost word for word some of the stories that I'd told. So they remembered the stories, forgot everything else. And I thought, man, if I'm going to teach salespeople anything, it has to be all stories. It has to be all in stories. It has to be about story. And so then we changed the course around and we noticed that not only did they remember, but they started to sound like normal humans again. They dropped the techo, talking brochure, cheesy sales questioning stuff, and they just sounded like normal people. And their clients noticed the difference as well. And in 2018, I wrote this book, 7 Stories Every Salesperson Must Tell. And 2019, I joined Anecdote, one of the world's largest storytelling businesses. And we put out Story Powered Sales that you see over my shoulder here.